Hey guys, it's Hollywood Consulting and we're back with another video. Stay tuned. So today we're actually going to get into crafting social media posts but without templates. Before we've used Canva templates to create social media posts, but today we're going to do it from scratch. Before we start, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any more Hollywood Consulting content. To get started, you can choose whatever document size fits the social post that you need, but I've chosen this one. From the elements area, I'm going to type in letters and then scroll over the frames because I have an idea in my head that I want to kind of bring to fruition. It is a sale, so I am going to grab the letters to spell out sale, S-A-L-E. These are frames. You will see how these come into play in just a minute. So we'll just go ahead and grab our letters, make sure that we have all of the letters, and then I'm just going to lay them out and resize them so that they are all the same size. Okay, I'm just putting the letters in order and resizing them to a size that I think best fits for this document size, and it is a square for an Instagram post. You can also use this for Facebook, but here we are just resizing the actual frames here so that they kind of line up. We will definitely come back later on and change them and resize them and make sure that all of the letters are the same size and that they actually line up together. Don't be afraid to just play around with the sizing and line things up. Canva actually gives you these guidelines so that you can make sure that everything is actually the same size and that everything actually lines up together. You see that purple line? It's an indication of the fact that your items are on the same line and that they're the same size. Next thing that I want to add is a rectangular frame because I want it to add to the design. Again, I have an idea in my brain and I just want to bring it to life. This one actually looks good. I'm going to resize it so that it matches the design that I already have here. Again, just play around with it, make sure that things line up and that you like the way that it sits. You can always play around and change it as the design goes on and as you see things shape up and form out. Okay, so I like the way that this is starting to look. So we'll move on to the next portion because we can always change it later. Next, I'm going to find a lady in a dress. I still have it on frame, so let me click over to all, which will then show me the photos. And I don't think I really care for these, so I want to find a beautiful black woman that we can use in this design. You can use whatever photo you think works best for you or whatever product you are trying to advertise. Let's see, I am looking, going through, and I have decided to choose this photo here. Okay, I clicked on it, and okay, let me delete that again. And just pick this picture and just hover it over the actual frame. Here we then resize it. I want to make it as big as the actual canvas that I'm using. You'll see how this lays out later on. We're going to use that same image again, click it and pull it into the next S frame. Resize it so that it is kind of the same size as that first image. You can see the reflection. Again, you will have to play with the size a little bit to make sure that it kind of like lines up and that everything is the same size. And I think that that looks good. Again, taking the same picture and I'm going to put it in the next frame. Double click on that and doing the same process, just resizing it so that it matches the initial picture. This is all by eye. Okay, that kind of looks like it goes good. Again, we're going to take the same picture, take it into the L, resize it, and just make sure that it is lining up in size as best you can to the initial image. Okay, that's a little bit off, so I'm going to resize it and see. I'll make sure that it just all kind of lines up and makes sense. Okay, and then I'm just going to take the image again. Oh, let me, okay, and put that into the, and again, use the same process. Line it up so that it all kind of matches. You can see the reflections in the background and kind of use that to measure what works best. Okay, and then I'm just going to adjust the letters so that the image makes a bit more sense. As you're doing this, just remember that you will need to recrop and resize, and it is definitely a process that requires you to try and try again, you know. And it's also very visual. You have to look at what visually looks good to you. I'm actually going to go ahead and change the background so that I can see the letters a little easier, and just play around with the letters and the design a little bit so that it all lines up. My goal is for it to kind of look like a image but also spell out a word and showcase the actual dress that is being presented here. So I'm just going to play around with it a little bit, play around with the sizing, play around with the cropping until I get a consistent picture. Again, just still playing around with the different images and the letters so that I make sure that I like the outcome. It is very much trial and error. Don't be afraid and don't get frustrated. Don't stop. Continue on, make the adjustments, and trust me, you will get the result that you're looking for. Just continue and play around with it and see what happens. I'm just adjusting some here, resizing some here, pulling some things out, making sure that the shoulders on the bottom frame match the top frame so that it, again, adds to the cohesiveness of the overall picture. Okay, so I like this overall, so I think that I want to go ahead and add some imaging. So I'm going to go to design, click styles, and then scroll down to the typesets that they already have together. This is really for an example. It makes things very easy, but just showing you guys how to use what's already there for you, just to make your life a little bit easier. Didn't mean to do that. I'll change that back to black. Click the actual text and turn it all white because that will show really good on the black, and we want everything to stand out. I will change the heading to what I want it to say. You can change it to whatever you want it to say, whatever you're advertising at the moment. This is for a summer preview collection, so we're going to add in summer, and we will also add in some more text, maybe a 24 since it is summer of 2024. Add that in there. And let's add in something catchy here so that it's fun when you post it. And just adjust it, make the adjustments, resize it as you want. I kind of like the way the font is coming together and the typeset is coming together, but this is what it looks like once it is all together. I'm going to continue to make some adjustments here and there, but again, don't be afraid to experiment and see what works best for you. Once you are set on everything, oh, this is another design that I was working on with the same kind of aesthetic. But once you're said and done, this is what the actual finished product will look like. While we have you here, Please check out the HWC Empowers Her digital courses if you have not already done so. They begin at just $20. Just $20. They are full of information that will help you on your entrepreneurial journey, including little bits and pieces about Shopify, digital marketing, and just overall how to be successful. Scan the code to learn more information today. So we have come to the end of yet another video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to follow us on all social media. We have so many fun things happening on each channel. We'd love to have you follow us. If you haven't already done so, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on any Hollywood Consultants content. We really appreciate you guys for watching, and we love you all so much. Let us know in the comments if there are other things that you would like for us to cover. Again, thanks for watching and good luck, entrepreneurs.